Hello everyone, welcome to Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. So, Tata has made a couple of the outer nets for the breeder fish. And we're going to, I guess you could say, this one's finished. So, did you check them if there was two males in there, Tata?
No, one only.
One only. Okay. I was a little bit worried in this tank because there's the male in there is chasing everybody, was chasing another fish around, and I thought it was we had accidentally put two males in this tank, but Tata says no. So here's how it works. So the large net that Tata has there, so he's removed it. It has the breeder fish in it. You can see him flopping around there. So he's going to take the screen net, and this is just a nylon window screen that he has sewn into a square that each of these tanks is a little bit different in size. Just an inch or two off, this one being the largest. So this is how we set this all up. This is why I put these anchors in the corners here, so that these nets could be easily manipulated. Oh, this is the corner here. That's the marker. All right. So how this will work in reverse is that we'll just come along and remove the net that has the breeding fish in it, which is inside the screen net, and then we can lift out this screen net and inspect it to see if there's any fry in it, and if there is, then we will take to the front, basically fry holding area. We had a setup very similar to this before the typhoon, and it was very effective. The biggest problem that we had is that the fine screen, the fine mesh net gets a bit plugged up, I guess you could say, with algae. You can see even on the large net, so you can see this stuff that is on the net. It's very fine because Tata has basically already washed this one. And a better example will be this net down here. Yeah, it's gonna make a liar out of me. They get plugged up, just take my word for it. And it is going to decrease the flow a bit, somewhat, between the tanks. Yeah, perhaps you can see it there. It's just algae and basically crap that builds up on the nets, and it's not that big of a deal on this large square net, but on the screen it just totally blocks it off over time. So what I'm going to do to alleviate that is next time we get into town and I remember, I'm going to get a plastic scrub brush, and probably have to put a little bit of a little extension handle on it, and just come through once a day, because I'm always at these tanks, and come through once a day, and the hole where the water goes is right there, that flows in between the tanks, and that's where the problem will arise. There's no way other than a pre-filter to keep these nets from fouling, so I'll just have to clean them daily and just brush them a bit every day. It's gonna, you know, both sides of the tank, but it'll be worth it. Tata has been making these nets upstairs in the roof deck. And the first part of this video that I took up there, of course, this crappy phone didn't take it. It's frustrating because it shows that it's recording, but it is indeed not. Sometimes, about one segment of these videos out of 10, it appears to be recording and it's not recording, and then I go back to transfer the files and it's not there. So at this time of the evening, I come through and I run the water. I'm still trying to get that pond filled up. So instead of just like what would be normal of running the well pump once a day for 20 or 30 minutes just to circulate this water through, I'm doing it like 4 times a day to help the pond get filled up. And we've got a little bit more work to do on the retaining wall on the pond because it's starting to leak a bit. It's leaking into the access road itself. So something else to do. But that's going to be next week's project. Most of next week is going to be finishing these breeding tank nets, because I've been stressing, you know, if one of these females spits out a brood of fry into the water, it'll eventually work to this tank and then out that pipe and into the crayfish tank. And the crayfish they're not that quick, they're not that fast on their claws, and the fish will just grow. And they will eventually end up in the pond. And, you know, we've done that. We've done the quote-unquote pond harvest, I don't know how many times, is it 4 times? And it's just back-breaking and time-consuming. And I don't want to have to go through that again. So I'm trying to do everything that I can to keep the fish out of it. And I'm still looking for a couple of catfish to put in it, that if inadvertently some tilapia get in there, at least it'll cut way down on their breeding, because the catfish will eat the fry. Looks good to me. So 2 down, 6 to go, Tatai.
Yeah, the one is
Just just need to put the rope only in the next one, so it's almost done. All right, I'm going to feed the fish and finish this water exchange slash pond filling routine that I do, and call that part of my day done. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.